like the question so
about the
far.
future.
Let's keep it going then.
What has been the hardest mental or emotional struggle that people watching your videos would never see?
That's a tough one. Like the
Yeah,
question, but tough one.
yeah,
Maybe what the future holds, I feel like. I don't know if it's a fear what the future holds.
yeah.
Because when my disability is progressive, I don't know I think it's called a track. They put it like near your throat. I think it's like a track.
Oh, a
I
trick.
think trick, I think it's called, yeah. Yeah, so that's always like I don't know, fear, but things that people will never see that I'm have that in mind.
Yeah,
Like when for walking, I already know what's gonna happen. And with that one, it's like I don't know when it's gonna happen, how things will change. That's something people won't see because you will see me do videos talking about the topic, but that's something you really won't see, like
it,
me
it's
reflect on.
it's hard. I know exactly what you mean,
Yeah,
because
because it's like I don't know the future. I'm not like some person that I have vision. I can see 15 years into
yeah,
the future. If we all could do that, we could probably change a lot of things. Be like, oh, I have to hurry up and do everything I want. 'Cause I'm gonna die in 15 years, or I'm gonna have a heart attack, or I'm gonna have a disability, or I'm
yeah,
gonna lose my job. I'm gonna lose my family for whatever reason, personal. I'm gonna lose my home or whatever. We can't see that because if we did, we could probably, you know, we can try to change the outcome, but sadly, we can't see that.
yeah. No, I know exactly what you mean. Like you mentioned a trach, and and that's it's breathing. It's your respiratory, so it's definitely not
Yeah,
an easy
so
thing. And like the
the,
thought of you being emotionally mature enough to understand, like what is possible. I'm not saying that it's going to happen, I hope it doesn't, but but
hmm
the thought that you have that emotional intellect to really be aware of the possibilities like that, like it really does say it speaks of your resilience and character, brother.
Yeah, because I'm like, I can't know. Like every time they do, like to be honest, they won't see this either. Answering that question, like when every time I go see my neurologist, that's where they have a respiratory therapist do the test, the breathing test.
Yeah,
It's like a breathing test for those that don't know. It's a breathing test, like a machine that tells you how much strength you have in your breathing. So I'm always like, hopefully, because they always say like, oh, it's a little low, but not that bad.
yeah. I know.
And I
I think it's
have
called a pulmonary function test, right?
Yeah, and then yeah, they always do that. I'm gonna have one, I think 25th of this month. So
Oh,
I'm like, because I haven't had one because we had an issue with seeing the neurologist, this and that. We got that issue fixed. So that's where I see everybody.
yeah,
So I'm kind of probably we're gonna. I mean, my respiratory therapy. He's a great, great therapist. Honestly,
that's awesome.
I mean, he has a good sense of humor, but sometimes when it's serious talk, we get him. He's like, tells me like this and that. Just keep doing, using your machines. That's all I can say. But very great therapist.
That's awesome. Yeah, people like that too. Like when you're undergoing, if you have an appointment or if you're in the hospital or anything to do in the medical when you're dealing with medical interventions, it's so important to really have people that are compassionate and have a good sense of humor. I know not
Yeah,
everyone
like
is like that, that's just
yeah,
people.
but the whole staff is over there. Like my physical therapist too. Like he's a basketball fan, so he always like, oh, how's your team doing? How are Lakers doing? Or
That's
he's
cool.
like, or something he tells me about, oh, this because I saw something like a new chair that forgot that chair was smaller. I forgot what it did, and he showed it to me. He's like, this is a new chair we're like giving people out. Can you give me one? He's like, man, I don't know, because we're still like, it's new, pretty much new, he said.
Yeah,
So I don't know how it works right now. I mean, I'm learning. He said I have to go back and learn how this new technology works. So all the staff is great over there.
yeah, that's awesome. I think it's so important too to have people like that because I mean, it's not. Some people can just be going through a season, and people like that just really lift up your spirits, or just it picks you up. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So that's why that's something you people won't see. Like I'm all every time I go to that, I found like, what are they gonna say? I don't sleep the whole week. I think the whole day
Yeah,
because it's early. Like it's always like 8 or 9, and plus I live a little further from where I used to, so it's like early. That's
yeah,
like the first thing they do. I'm like, can we please do that first?
yeah.
I'm always hoping, but sometimes they're like, oh no, we're gonna weigh you first. I'm like, oh. who's here, like who's ready to see me.
Yeah.
It's like they have a lot of patients, so you always hear doors closing in and out. Because some patients got there at 7, so they're the first one. Sometimes they're like they're take turn, or sometimes they're one of the staff is like they open the door like, has so and so come? Yeah, I'm like no. Okay, we'll send them over. So don't worry. They already know me, so they're like, we'll send them over, Alfonso. Don't worry, we'll send them over.
That's
No, because they
awesome.
have a checklist, so every time they check the box, it's like, "Hey, we'll leave your thingy outside," so they know who came. That I already came. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, whatever works.
Yeah.